What's up guys, this is Desiree with Desired Beauty, and today I'm going to talk about how to prevent wrinkles. Now this might seem like a little bit of a silly topic to talk about so soon, but if you are young, if you're in your teens, you're in your 20s, or even your early 30s, this is a perfect time to start talking about this because prevention is completely key, as they say. And there are a lot of bad habits that you can form early on that if you stop them now, you can save yourself a lot of trouble in the future, and you won't have to worry about all the things to try to erase wrinkles, which can be a little bit difficult. But it's not impossible, but it is very difficult. Of course, one of the main things that I preach about all the time is the use of an SPF, a sunscreen. And it's something that I do believe you should use every day, whether you are the fairest of the fair or the darkest of the dark skin. It doesn't matter. Everybody should wear it. And I believe you should have at least an SPF 30 every day. If you can't find a good one, you have to wear SPF 15. It's fine. It's better than nothing. And I truly believe having it in your makeup, as in like your foundation or something like that, is really not enough, because usually the formulations aren't always very accurate and the ingredients aren't active. And also, this is something that people kind of forget, is sometimes after about 2 hours, the potency of it has kind of worn off, and that's why a lot of them tell you to reapply every couple hours. So one of my favorite kinds of sunscreens is in a powder form. So you can use a mid-roll SPF, which is a lot easier to apply. You just kind of dust it on your face throughout the day, and that's very handy. And they have SPF 30. Peter Thomas Roth makes them, and as well as Bare Essentials makes one. So, but if that's not an option, just make sure you wear it under your makeup every single day. It is extremely important. I know a lot of people sometimes don't like it because it might make your application seem a little thicker, but there are a lot of sunscreens out there that have thinner formulations. Now, I know a lot of girls really like to go to the tanning beds, but it's really just not safe for your skin and your health overall, because not only does it cause cancer, but it is one of the leading causes of wrinkles as well. It's just not really safe for you. It's not like the sun. It is way more powerful, 10 times more powerful, if not more, from what I understand. And it's just something that, while a lot of people enjoy it, it's just a very quick way to damaging your skin permanently. And I mean, I think that it's a lot more safer to just go ahead and use self-tanners. While I know that is a bit of a hassle for a lot of people, I hate using self-tanners. It is very time-consuming. It can be messy and all that stuff. I'd rather just be pale. But if you really feel like you need to have a tan, self-tanners is the safest way to go. And there are some really good ones out there that look very natural. I really like one by Saint-Tropez. I think it looks very natural. It is a little messy, but it's one of the most natural ones that I've seen. So I can recommend that. So another tip to prevent wrinkles is a tip that I also gave you for preventing dark circles, and that is the way you sleep. A lot of people end up getting a lot of creases on their face from sleeping on like uncomfortable pillows. It causes creases when you wake up in the morning. You got lines on your face, stuff like that. It's really good to probably get like a nice, smooth, soft satin or silk pillowcase, something that'll glide on your skin, and to also just try to train yourself to sleep on your back. Like I said in the other video, I know it's really difficult. It's so hard for me. I still end up sleeping on my side sometimes, but I try really hard to make myself sleep on my back, because it is better for you overall with your skin, with your eyes, with everything. It just keeps everything in order and aligned. But that way you can prevent any creasing, because especially like some people, they'll have one side of their face that's a little bit more droopy than the other. Like this side will kind of go up higher than the other. One side will have more of a deeper line than the other, and that's usually because that's the side that you're sleeping on, and that is causing that area to kind of be squished and pulled, and then it kind of ends up dropping. So it's much better to be able to sleep on your back, and it helps prevent that problem from becoming a problem. So that's another thing is to make sure that you use products that have antioxidants, and to take lots of vitamins, and those help repair damaged skin and prevent skin from being damaged as well. So using things like your omegas, which is a definitely really good way to help prevent wrinkles. And of course, eating healthy, getting your vegetables, getting your fruits. I know not everyone's a big fan of vegetables. I don't think you have to become a full-on vegetarian or anything. I'm not a vegetarian, but I think making sure you have a healthy dose of vegetables and fruits is really good. Of course, you can never drink too much water. Well, technically you can drink too much water, but having enough water every day really helps keep the moisture retained in your skin, so you don't have a problem with getting too dry. And that's another thing, you want to make sure you moisturize. Even if you have oily skin, some people who have oily skin think they don't need to moisturize, and that's just not true. Sometimes people have oily skin because they're not moisturizing and their skin is trying to make up for it by reproducing more oil. But it's good to moisturize to keep your skin from getting dry and cracking. So make sure you moisturize every day. Another big tip, of course, for preventing wrinkles is something that I think everybody should already be doing, and that is exfoliating. Of course, exfoliating. Now me, I don't like to regularly use harsh scrubs on my face. I feel like it can be a little bit irritating. Sometimes it's nice. I started using the Clarisonic, which I love, and I think it's great to have a little bit more of a polishing on the skin rather than a harsh scrub. So you can kind of have a little bit more control. There's no granules kind of ripping at your skin. But I like the Clarisonic. You don't want to overdo that though. But I like to use AHAs, and I know I briefly touched on this on my everyday basic skincare regimen, and they're alpha hydroxy acids. And there's also beta hydroxy acids, which you can use as well, but I prefer to use alpha hydroxy acids on a regular. I believe they really help keep my skin very smooth and even, and I also think they help prevent breakouts as well, at least for me, or they heal them a lot faster. It's really great for the cell turnover, and it helps keep your skin very healthy and young. So make sure that you exfoliate on a regular, and if you prefer to use the scrubs are great. Just make sure you're not using one that's a little too abrasive. I really do like a lot of the natural rice scrubs. The rice scrubs are a little bit more, a little softer in a way, but they still get in there and remove the dead skin cells, because if you leave the dead skin cells on there, your skin's going to get really dull and it clogs your pores, and just all the bad stuff isn't really being able to get out of your skin. So that's important. So make sure that you're just really strict with your regimen. You know, you really can't kind of let it go. A lot of people wish that they could just, you know, use one thing and then be done with it and never have to really take care of your skin after that again, which in a perfect world would be wonderful, but it's really something you kind of have to upkeep. So wrinkles in some shape or form are inevitable. There's a way to kind of gradually get them and to try to prevent getting as little as possible, especially if you're young. It's always a shame when I see a lot of young girls with wrinkles when it's, you know, self-inflicted. For some people, you know, it is hereditary and they might just get them a little sooner, but most of the time it is preventable, and the number one cause usually is sun exposure. And also another thing is alcohol and smoking cigarettes. Now, smoking cigarettes obviously is going to cause your skin to age at a much more rapid pace than if you didn't. I know I don't have to give anybody a lecture on how bad cigarettes are for the skin and for your overall health, but it definitely causes a lot of damage to the elasticity of your skin, to just the flow of oxygen. It's just not good, and it'll really give you kind of a dull grayish green look to your skin as well. So if you are able to find a way to quit smoking, that is great. If not, try to reduce the amount of smoking that you do on a regular basis, because it really is damaging to your skin and it will cause premature wrinkles very, very, very soon. You might not see anything now, but out of nowhere one day, bam, it will hit you and you will start seeing a ton of wrinkles in very unflattering places. So of course, as many of you guys already know, alcohol is really bad for you as well. It's very aging for the skin, for your organs, for everything overall. Once again, I don't need to give you guys a lecture on how bad drinking too much alcohol can be, but it definitely is aging. So if you are able to reduce your intake of alcohol, you will see a big difference in your skin, in your overall appearance. Your features will be much more refined and defined, and it just be better for your health overall. But definitely not trying to tell anyone to stop drinking. If you prefer to drink, fine, but it's good to kind of do it in a little bit of moderation. That is if you are worried about premature aging or trying to age gracefully. So those are just a few basic tips, you guys. And if you guys have any questions or anything about this topic, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, this is Desiree, your Desired Beauty, saying thank you. Bye.